This is section 3.3 on properties of logs. So, in the last section, we learned what logs are. In this section, we're going to learn how to use them. So, the first thing we want to learn about is the change of base formula. So, this is a formula and it's used to solve a log with any base on the calculator. So, as we know, the calculator only solves logs with a log base of 10. There is a way that we can plug into our calculator other logs using the log base of 10. So right here we have the formula. It says the log base a of x equals log base b of x over log base b of a. So that's a lot of letters to take in. It's a lot to digest right there. Essentially what this is saying, if we put it into numbers, if we had the log base 2 of 12, that would be equal to taking the log with any base of the answer, so 12, divided by the log with that same base that we used on top of our base down here, which is 2. So keep in mind when we are solving logs, if we were to write this in exponential form, we would be saying 2 to what power equals 12. So 2 to what power equals my answer of 12. So to figure that out, we could use log base 1 of 12 divided by log base 1 of 2. But we don't know 1 to what power is 12 and 1 to what power is 2. We could also use the log base 100 of 12 over the log base 100 of 2. So as long as we have log with the same base on top and bottom, and we write the bigger number from our log on top and our base on bottom, I like to think base goes in the basement, so base on bottom, that will give us our answer. Now, where this comes in handy is we can choose the log base of 10 because on our calculator, we can calculate log base 10. So if we put log base 10 of 12 and then divided that answer by the log base 10 of 2, that would give us our answer to the log base 2 of 12. Similarly, we could also use ln if we wanted to. So ln is a log with a base of e. So if we plugged into our calculator ln of 12 divided by ln of 2, that would also give us the answer to the log base 2 of 12. So moving along here, what base does the calculator button log have? It has a base of 10. So therefore, this equation would be the one that we want to use. So this one is most useful or this one. So those are the two that we could plug into our calculator to use. But the change of base formula says you can use any base that you want to calculate. So now moving along to some examples. So solve the following logs on the calculator using the change of base formula. So log base 4 of 25. As you can see, we don't have a base of 10, so we can't just plug in log 25. That won't give us the correct answer. What we have to do here is we would have to um, write this using the change of base formula. So we're going to use a log base 10. So when we use a log base 10, we actually don't have to write what the base is. We can just put log of 25, and it is assumed that we're using a base of 10 over log of 4. Now, notice I have a little note down here. When plugging into the calculator, parentheses are key. So what I mean by that is closing this top parenthesis before you put in the division sign is key. So I'm going to write down here the calculator directions. So log 25 close parenthesis divided by log of 4 close parenthesis. And then you would press enter. Now, when you plug this into the calculator, that will give you the answer for the log base 4 of 25. So what you get is 2.322. And that is your answer for the log base 4 of 25. So what is that saying? That is saying 4 to the 2.322 power equals 25. So here we have the example that we saw above, log base 2 of 12. So log base 2 of 12 is equal to, let's use ln in this case. So let's switch it up. Instead of using a log base 10, we're going to use ln. So we can use either one. We can use log or we can use ln. So the ln of 12 divided by the ln of 2. So notice my bigger number goes on top, my base goes on bottom. When I plug this into the calculator, I'm going to put ln 2 divide, nope, 12 divided by ln 2. And when I do the ln of 12 divided by the ln of 2, I get 3.585, which is telling me that the log base 2 of 12 is 3.585. So keep in mind, this parenthesis is key here and here. If you do not plug in these parentheses, what it does is, like on this case, it would say log 25 divided by log of 4. So it's going to take the log of this whole thing. So you need to close that off to say, okay, I'm done with what I want the calculator to take the log of, and then divide.